Hello, friends. We are back in here to talk about the work that you just completed. So you just completed the chart on page 433. And here, I filled it in as well. We did 7 and 9 together, but you guys did the rest on your own. So let's talk about it. So let's talk about some strategies we used, some things that we noticed, and some things that we just thought were absolutely awesome. So one thing that I know that the students in my classroom like, or a strategy that they use, a lot of the kids in my classroom really like to use the pictures. So remember how in our last video I would draw our people to represent and then I would make them into pairs? So I know that that works really well for my kiddos, and so that's a strategy that we often use. However, if cubes works best for you and it helps you visually see, guess what? Use your cubes. As long as you're understanding what teams are, how we make partners, how we make teams, and you're being able to visually separate those numbers and see if we have leftover or if we can have those equal parts, you are doing amazing. So again, I'm just going to put this up here and I want you to look and see, did you get the same answers that I did? If you did, fabulous. If not, that's okay. But why do you think that you got different answers? So maybe we can talk about it, or maybe you can use a different strategy to check your work as well. Another thing that I want to talk about is I know that I have a kid in my class and he brought up an amazing point. He said that if a number can be made into partners, it can also be made into teams. So right now, think about that. If you can have partners, an equal amount of partners with no one left over, can you also have even teams? Teams that have the same amount of people on each side. So right now, pause the video, think about that. What do you think? Do you agree or disagree with this friend? So if you said that you agree with this friend in my class, that is absolutely amazing. So he looked after he completed and he saw a pattern. He saw that if they were able, where am I going? If they were able to be made into teams, they were also able to be made into partners. And something absolutely fabulous about that, and that's kind of what we're getting to with this lesson, is we're wanting to talk about even and odd numbers. And I don't know about you guys, but I know the kiddos in my class, they love using the terms even and odd. But sometimes we don't really understand what those terms mean. So what do the terms even and odd mean? So if a number is even, it can be separated into an even group or like a partner. So that is why we are learning about partners, because if you can be with a partner, if we have a group of students, so like a class, and everyone has a partner, then however many students we have in our class is an even number. Well, if we have an odd number, that means that not everyone is able to have a partner. We might have a friend that doesn't have another partner. Obviously, we'll put him in another group, but right now, he or she does not have a partner. So that is how we can practice using our terms even and odd. So what do you know about the terms even and odd? Pause your video right now and just think about that. Have you heard those terms before? What do you know about those terms? Wrap things up. You guys made some amazing connections, and I'm super excited to start out this module about even and odd numbers. You guys already know so much, and I can't wait to see you working more. So work extra hard and have a great day. Bye, guys.